Good evening, YouTubers. It's Keith here from Love of Orchids and Gardening, and it's a lovely sunny evening here in England, UK. It's not been all day, but I've just came into my greenhouse and I think it's time just to do an update of August to actually see what's going off. And as you can see, it's in swing at the moment. I normally turn this fan off. The fogger's kicking in because I keep the greenhouse open, 2 windows, one that side and one that side, and then double doors where I've just walked into, which are behind me. As people know, I normally grow, well, primarily grow Masdevallias. I do have some interesting plants, some other ones. Psychopsis. And this one's got a bit of a story. An old friend of mine, he was about 85, I think he was, he died a few years ago. But before that, I got some of his plants and he gave me this plant. Now I sold this because I grow too cool and this is a bit warmer. So I sold this to one of my friends, which he then put up for sale at Malvern, and I couldn't let it go, so I had to buy it back. I actually bought it back for £10 more than I sold it to my friend. So I've got it back anyway. So that one, some plants have sentimental value. So that one, when it gets colder, will go in the home on my windowsill or wherever in the house. And these are sequential flowers, look. I've just flowered and you get another one coming, just so they're all as in flower. So that's quite a nice one. So, oh, it's getting a bit misty in here, a little bit misty. So plants, tell you what, let me just turn this fan off, it's a little bit noisy. There we go. So the plants are doing okay. The more I look, the more fog has just kicked off. So that means it's humid enough down there now. That's where the Neos are, look at that top corner. So there's that monster Coleogyne, Cristatas, growing well. My biggest downside is deadheading. This one had a bad winter, this Mazzy. It's in a basket. In fact, that I'm a bad man because that is still in coconut husk look. So I guarantee you that that's been in there for 3 years and it'll be all, yeah, I can feel it. It's like soil in there, it's horrible. That'll be gone, needs to be potting. Deadheading, look. It needs deadheading. Simple task. I'll just twist them off. Just grab them. Go down to the bottom of the leaf, put my hand in. Give them a quick twist. I don't bother with scissors. And I'll go down there for a little bit while I'm messing about. It's a nice Mazzy in flower. See what's in flower of the Masdevallias. There's another one. So Masdevallias are always, there's always something of interest in flower Masdevallias. Deadheading again. My biggest down. Well, this is just in flower. I think that's called Patriciana. Another one. That's called Buccinator. Masdevallia Buccinator. That's a really strange thing. Got some Restrepias up there. I've just seen one in flower. What's that one? It reminds me of something. Gutulata. So sometimes the more Vanda Suavis, that's very fragrant, that one. So everything's doing relatively well. Some geekies up there, look. My biggest downside, I always mention to people, culture, and straight away I can rip my culture to bits. Deadheading, slack, leaves, not pulling old leaves off, deadheading, too dry. And it's the only way you progress. You've got to be critical to yourself. And this is how I learn very quickly. Fortunately, my Neos are doing well. Here's those two windows. Culture again, look, slack, see the hole in the net? I found a snail under here this morning. With like a yellow shell. My fan's packed in. My dodgy fan here, that's packed in, so I've got to replace that. Culture again, so my airflow is nowhere near as good. That's why I've opened the windows wide open. So it'll pull air in through the double doors, and I can actually feel it now. Can feel a steady breeze. And orchids love breeze like that, especially in summer. They absolutely love it. But your humidity will drop. But on the whole, I'm a happy chappy. Roots are still doing well. Neofinetias are doing well. Let's see what temperature we've had. Not been very warm in the UK last few days. 24. Some nice neos in flower. And obviously these are nice and fragrant. Manjusharge is fully in flower. Is there anything else? I've got a Cattleya up there that's just, I don't spray enough, but it's trying to stick to the wood lot. Semi-hydro. What's my semi-hydro ones doing? There's one up there that I tested these. This has only been in there for a year. So they're doing quite well. I can't see any evidence of root growth yet in the pot, but it seems to be growing well. So they must have put something out. Got a nice Cattleya in here. I say, you know, some people don't see these bits and bobs that I have. It's a nice Cattleya growing quite well on rain mix there. Like I say, rain mix, I'm not selective of what I give them. They get the same. This one's kind of picking up now. It's a frag, sorcerer's apprentice or something. It had a big pot. I bought it, and I spied mine when I bought it at a show or a meeting, and then I repotted it into semi-hydro. But that's too dry at the top there, really. So I should water that every day, and I don't. But nothing will be getting the blame for that, because I recognise that's my culture. It's too dry, and I think clay's got a lot of transfer for that. You've got to water a lot. I don't think you can possibly overwater with clay. It's very difficult to. And it's quite cool in here. I've got another one here that I purchased not long ago. Quite a few people will be familiar with this. Fred Clarkey Eye After Dark Black Pearl. That's starting to grow nice now. I don't want to disturb that, and these are flowering hopefully in end of autumn. Come out the bottom, but it might not do this year. We'll have to wait and see. And I just keep that up there, and it's just, I rest the leaves because the leaves are a bit sometimes fragile. Oops, stay there. There you go. So, my humidity stat, I don't set it very high because what I noticed, that's on 45-ish, but reality is it's higher. So I just leave it on that and it's fine. There's the roots that I sprayed a few days ago. Still fine. And my test, my 3-batch test. My rain mix 3-batch test. Still nothing wrong. Still doing fine. My Neofinetias are still doing well. I've still not managed to repot those. They're in that moss. That moss has gone off. I need to really get onto that. And I want to add a Lepanthes on this rock, and it is a fail. So that's gone now, look. So I'm going to put a Mazda on, sorry, a Neo on that. Deadheading again, look. Deadheading. Mazda, too dry. Too dry. That one's okay, look, so you wouldn't water that, but I would water that. But I get away with it somehow, because I know how far I can push them. This one won me first prize, and it's need deadheading now. In fact, they all need deadheading. That flowered in spring. Those 3 plants up there don't get watered enough because the angle up the bark is really chunky, but this one that is really light. Too dry, look. You can tell it's too dry because look at the leaves. Big giveaway. See, I've shown you many examples of culture, and that's just me looking in my greenhouse. They don't get watered enough because it's on tree fern. I used to have a bucket hanging up there and used to have a hose on and siphon water down, constantly dripping, and I'd fill the bucket. So that one, again, that one, in the spring just gone. Look at the seed pods. So I had a fly in there. Get onto that, and obviously these two, that one and that one. What I did, because those big plants, they got in the way, so I thought, what shall I do? Hang them up. Hung them up before the shading went on. Burnt them. That was in May, I think it was. Got a big old banana plant down there, growing well. I got that last year for about £5, I think, and I kept it overwintered in here. And that's about it in the greenhouse. And one for Ben. He asked about my dendrobium. I mean, one with the roots. It just grows there. It's just like taking root now. Dendrobium. I still threaten it. It's been in my videos before, and I've still not got round to do anything with it. And the true Nobile, there's Nobile type orchids, but that is up there. That one, that is a true Nobile. They are absolutely glorious flowers. They're not like it's dead at the minute, the flower is gone. But when they flower, they're so much better than the hybrids. They really are. So you can get a true Nobile, not a Nobile type, Nobile hybrid, the true species. They're absolutely amazing flowers. They're my favourite dendrobium, I'd go to say. But that's me. So I think that's quick rundown, 30-minute video. I'm going to crank them back up again, so I don't forget. My RO's been on for 24 hours now. There's a hose down there, so it's filled my RO bucket. That's full of RO. I'll get my rain mix out of the tub, straight in. I've got a metal pole, stir it, and then I will use that within 10 minutes. And that's it, and I'll just go around and individually water them. Or if I'm in a rush, I get my watering can and I get a rose and I just walk around and I just spray them like it's been raining in here. And the orchids absolutely love that. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like, watch my other videos and ask questions. Thank you very much. Good night.